Hello everyone, I hope everybody's doing okay. We've got a video here now that sets up the Keil environment and gets you going with your first assembly program. There are a bunch of steps that I've kind of figured out would do nice. So let's go about them one by one. I'm going to do this from absolute scratch, so let's go ahead and get going. We go ahead with a new project. I'm going to call it Sandbox. Let's just call it Sandbox. And then it asks you for the device that you want to run the assembly program on. Now, notice you might not have Texas Instruments here. Okay, so I have this for a very specific reason. I'll show you how you can have this. But there's a very specific board that I am interested in, and that is TM4C 1233 86 PM. I'll put this in the comments also. You click it, but remember this is part of the Texas Instruments, which you will not originally see after you've installed Keil. So I'll show you how you can get hold of this specific Texas Instruments board in just a moment. So this is how you start the new project. You get this up and you hit OK. Now straight away you get Project Sandbox. You've got Target 1 and Source Group 1. But there's something that you need to understand here. You go to Project and go to Manage, and here is where you get that pack installer. Okay, so if you're not seeing the Texas Instruments, you only see ARM, so you could go ahead and actually go to pack installer, and it should give you a bunch of these chips that you could choose from. Now, for this specific one, since this is part of Texas Instruments, you could always scroll down, head into Texas Instruments. Notice you only have ARM. Okay, you could always scroll down, head over to Texas Instruments, click this plus button, expand this, Steva C series, and then 1233, and then you will find that specific board. Okay, 12:23:86 p.m. So that's the board, right? Or the simpler way would be to simply just put a search in this. Okay, so TM4C 12:33:86 p.m. All right, so you should see this board right here. Okay, once you click it, you should be able to see this device under device specific. See Keil TM4C DFP, and it says up to date for me. Okay, it says up to date for me because I've already installed it. For you, it might not say up to date. It might give you an option to install, just like these. Okay, so click on the install button when you see it here for this after clicking this specific chip, and once you see it here, just click install, and then after some time you will see that this is it will show up to date. Once you're done with this, that means next time you make a project, you will be able to see Texas Instruments and easily choose this board like I did in the start of this video. So that's step one. Once you're done with that, once you have your board up, what you do next is you go to options for this, and you want to set use simulator here instead of originally it says here. Okay, so one more time, we go to target 1, right click, options for target 1, debug, and we want to make sure we are on use simulator. Okay, we don't have the actual board set up with us. We're going to use simulator as a debugging tool. So those are the two things that we need to get done right away. The third thing now is I'm right clicking on source group 1 this time, and I'm going to say add existing files to group source 1. You can always create a new file. I already have the files with me, and I'll share this in the link of in the description of this video. I'll post a link for that, so you could use them and you could add these existing files, right? So for me, these are pretty much placed in my D drive, and I will just navigate there, and there they are. Hold the shift key, click both of them, add. Once I click add, the dialog box doesn't go away, but you will notice there's a plus sign here, which means those two files have been added there. I could always now expand this and see both of them here. I could double click them, see my sample code, and see my startup file. So I have both of them here. Okay. So once I have them here, we're pretty much done here. There's another simple way to go to, just to verify whether we have, I'm not looking for this, I'm looking for project options for target one, debug. Your simulator is there, right? So instead of right clicking on target one options, right, you also have the same option here in project options for target one. So in project you have manage pack installer. That's where you get your board from, and in options you will get your debugger set to a simulator. So those are two things. Third thing is the files that I will share with you. We've got these three things. In a nutshell, those are the three things that we really need. And then we just set up these checkpoints here on different three instructions that we have. And we are going to go ahead and build this assembly code and head to the debugger. The debugger shows us line by line. First line, we'll do another video in detail about this, but quite simply, you're moving the value of 3 in hex to register 5. You can execute this. You see 3 in register 5, 2 in register 6. Go to the next line, and then you multiply the two values in register 5 and 6 and store it in register 7. So 3 and 2 are 6. You should see 6 in register 7 once this line gets executed. And that's what you see there. So I hope this was useful. 3 simple steps. Ensure you have the board right there. Ensure you have, I'm going to get out the debugger now. Yeah, so ensure you have the right board from pack installer. From options, switch to simulator for debugging and upload your files here. You need the startup file, and this is just a code file for assembly, which you can obviously play around with. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.